All right, guys, welcome to lesson one of my ASVAB course. We're going to go over arithmetic today. So arithmetic is comprised of four things. You're going to have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And those four things are related. So like 6 plus 3 is 9, but 9 minus 3 is 6. So you can see where plus and minus, add and subtract, sum and difference are very, very related. Same thing is true of product and quotient, or multiply and divide. So 3 times 5 is 15. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And so again, these products and quotients, multiply and divide, are very closely related as well. And once you get those down quickly, it's going to make things a lot easier moving forward. So if you don't know your math facts, now is a really good time to double down on getting those things completely understood. So usually students struggle with sixes, sevens, eights, and nines. So if you know 6 times 7, if you know 7 times 8, if you know 9 times 6, you're in a lot better shape than a lot of students. So get those basic fundamentals down, and then it's going to make the entire process easier as we go through, because I can help you to figure out what is 6% of 72 much, much easier if you know how to do 6 times 2 and 6 times 7 quickly. But if you don't know those things quickly, every time we go over each individual question, it's going to feel like a struggle. So this is why we start with arithmetic. You really want to get back down to the basics, basic stuff. And if you're not good with your math facts, that's okay. There's a lot of really great apps out there. I would recommend getting some math flashcards and just trying to get faster, right? If you've ever played a video game, if you've ever played an instrument, if you've ever learned how to drive, you've gotten faster through repetition. And that's what I'm going to recommend you do, because this test is going to have a lot of effect, a lot of impact on your future. So it's worth a little bit of extra time, whether that's 10 minutes per day, to get those math facts down, so that when we're going over things like area and angles, you guys can kind of pick those up a little bit easier. So come over here. We'll check out the whiteboard real quick and get some practice in, so that you guys see how these things work. So like I said, you're going to want to know these basics, basic words: sum, difference, product, quotient. And then the signs themselves are plus, minus, times, and divided, or divide. So 6 times 4, 7 divided by 3, that kind of stuff. So these words are very closely related, and getting those words completely understood is going to help you out a lot. Oh, I'm used to just shifting myself over, but I got such a good camera here. Might be a little bit. Yeah, see, it follows me. But yeah, so let's get into it. A little bit of practice here is, if we'll start with the tough one. Usually students struggle with quotient. The sample question here: what is the quotient of 36 divided by 4? So we write 36 divided by 4. What I always tell my students is top dog gets the house. So anytime you see this division sign, it's the same as this. All right, so just get that completely understood. These little dots represent putting the 36 on top of the 4. So top dog gets the house. We're going to put that 36 in the house, put the 4 outside. And how many times does 4 go into 36? It's going to go 9 times. All right. And knowing your 9 times tables, knowing your 4 times tables is going to be what helps you to figure out, okay, 4 goes into 36 9 times. And you can kind of back solve this by doing 4 times 9. And if you count up 4 9 times, you're going to see that that adds up to 36. Another way to think about it: if you did 4 10 times, that would be 40. Take 4 away from that, that's just 9 fours now, and that's 36. So get good in thinking in these terms, and it's going to make your math facts that much faster. All right, let's try a product question. So what is the product of 5 squared? We won't worry about the exponents just yet. What is the product of 8 and 9? Product of 8 and 9. So anytime you see product of 8 and 9, you're just going to do 8 times 9. And this one's cool because you could do 9 eighths. 2, 3, 4, 6, 5. That seems like more. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or you can do 8 nines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You add these all together and you'll get that 72. And there's a cool nines trick. I can go over that real quick with you guys. Nines, anytime you see 9 times anything, just go ahead and put your hands out. I'll stop screen share for a second. So anytime you see 9s, just put your hands out and do 9 times 4, we'll say. So you count over 1, 2, 3, 4, and the answer is 36. So everything on one side of the finger is your tens place. Everything on the other side of the finger is the ones place. 9 times 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get 63. So 63. And so you can start getting better with your nines that way too. And yeah, hopefully getting those 9s down is going to save you a ton of time. All right, let's get back into it. We've done now a product and a quotient. Let's go back to those fundamentals of addition and subtraction. So if you guys are ready now to add and subtract, we can get into that. My wife's here with me. You want to say hi, baby?
No.
All right, so adding and subtracting is going to look something like this. A little glitchy there. But adding and subtracting, if we do 7 plus 4, you're going to get 11, right? You started with 7, you added 4 more, and you got 11. What's cool about that is that 4 plus 7 is also going to give you 11. So it doesn't matter the order of addition. Subtraction is different. If we do 7 minus 4, we're left with 3. We started with 7, we took away 4 of them, and we only have 3 remaining. But if we do 4 minus 7, well, now the order does matter, because if you start with 4 and take away 7 of those, now you're into negative territory. So it becomes -3. So again, adding and subtracting, the good thing about this first assignment, super laid back, no positive and negative numbers. We'll get into those a little bit later. But for now, go through, get some practice with this. If you know you're bad at multiplying, if you know you're bad at dividing, if you know you're bad at adding and subtracting, start now with some flashcards. Do 10 sets of each, or like 10 different questions of add, subtract, multiply, and divide per day, and you will get much, much better at it. You'll get much faster at it through that repetition. All right. So go out there. Hope you enjoyed the first assignment. Should be pretty laid back, but if you do have any questions, definitely reach out to me, and I'm happy to help you. All right, guys, go get them.